Hi everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is the.ishimwes, the mother. I thought I would sit down and talk about traveling with a baby because I had to learn from scratch as well, or from watching YouTube videos, and I will share a little bit of our experience flying from Ottawa to Kigali. We had a long flight, I would say. So these are just a few tips that I noted for you if you're going to be flying with a baby. And yeah, so I hope you enjoy it and I hope you learn something from that. All right, so first things first, reserve a bassinet seat for your flight. So when you are making your flight reservation, I don't think they ask you if you're looking for a bassinet seat, but if you're reserving with an infant, of course, you're going to put infant on lap if they're under 2 years old. If they're over 2 years old, they'll have to pay for the seat. But if they're on lap, you still put it on, even though they only pay for the taxes. I think it came up to, I think, 120 Canadian dollars for the baby, just the taxes. And you call them. So for us, we flew with KLM from Ottawa to Amsterdam. No, for Ottawa, Paris, Amsterdam, Kigali. It was a long flight, but we made sure that we call KLM ahead of time, and hopefully you're also reserving your flight way ahead of time, because I think we bought our flight in October or end of September, coming in January. So you see that we reserved a little bit of time, and that will also make sure that you have your bassinet seat available when you're calling. So call ahead of time just in case there are many people with babies, because there are not many of them. So the bassinet seat has more leg room, and it has a place where they will put a little bassinet. Lilia was almost going over it because her head was like tapping on the bassinet. So if your baby is too big, they might not fit on the bassinet, but it really did help us for naps or for sleeping. Lilia was able to sleep in there and nap, so we can free our hands a little bit. So don't forget to call your airline and reserve a bassinet seat for the baby. And if you are speaking of luggage, the next thing is luggage. You get your regular luggage. For adults, I think it's 2 pieces of 23 kilograms each, 1 carry-on, 1 personal item. And for the baby, you get also a suitcase that is 10 kilograms. So that's good. We were able to fit all her clothes in there, all her bottles, all her everything. But if you are going to be going on a flight with some baby items, it's free. So if you have breast milk, breast pump bottles and stuff like that, you can take them on the plane for free. So a free luggage for you. But I would advise you, please don't take as less as possible luggage with you upstairs. A baby carrier was a lifesaver. Please take your baby carrier with you so you can have your baby on your front, or dad can also have the baby. I think it was mostly dad who was carrying her the whole time. Or if you are comfortable doing this too, that's fine, as long as you're able to carry the baby with you, not in your arms, because you're going to be transferring a lot. So the car seat and the stroller, if you want, you can check it in. So they put tags on it for free. Or you can also take it on the flight and check it, you know, so you can be having it during the transfers. We didn't feel like it was necessary because we're carrying her on us. But if you have maybe like a long layover and you want to take your car seat and stroller with you, you can do that too. Make sure if you're going to check it that you have a cover for it. I have this thing that I got on Amazon. I don't know if I can, let me go get it and show you, so you can use that to take it to be on the plane, like with the rest of the luggage, if you don't want it to get dirty, because they'll be throwing things left and right. So make sure that you're covering it, you know, so you can protect it from being torn. Let me go get that thing and I'll show you what it looks like. Yes, this guy over here, it's a cover for the car seat. It's too big, but if your car seat is big, you can you can fit in there, and then you fasten the things to make sure that it's protected. It was really good, no scratches or anything. You can also buy a similar one for the stroller. And on booking flights, if I can go back to that, allow as much time as possible for the layovers. Our layovers were an hour and a half, and if one of the flights were delayed, so it was like 20 minutes to catch the next flight, and it was a lot of running. So running with a baby and everything was much. So maybe put 2-3 hours if possible. I've heard that some people who actually prefer to get off the plane, spend the night there so they can rest. For us, we just wanted to make the journey as short as possible. But yeah, next time we're going to allow us 3 to 4 hours to rest, to go slowly, to find the gates. Paris was a nightmare. It was my first time in the Paris airport, and nah. The terminals and the gates and the 2Fs and 2Gs and 2-1, it was just too much, and we had over like at least like 20 minutes to catch the next flight. Anyway, so allow some time in there so you can be able to transfer without a hassle. Another thing that helped me was my wearable pump. So the breast pump that you can wear, those ones, they're somewhere, but you know those ones that you can attach on. So if the baby is not feeding or is sleeping and your breast is full and you want to remove the milk, you can use that one, because the plugs, you're not going to be 100% sure that the plugs that you have are going to work if you don't have the one that you have to plug in. So if you're comfortable with that, get the pumps, the wearable pumps, so you can be able to remove your milk well. And you can also ask the flight attendants to warm your water for you, warm water, or rinse your bottles for you, and they will do that. If you want to make milk with formula or transfer milk from one bottle to another, they're mostly going to do that for you. And the bassinet seat that they're going to bring after takeoff, so they're going to bring it after takeoff, and then when the plane is about to land, they will take you down as well. So if your flight is long, the baby is sleeping during the flight, that's probably cool. Another thing that we used that was cool, I should have prepared all this before. Hang on one second. So this is the pump that I was talking about. Mine Bella Baby, but I know that Mom Cozy has these as well, so you can just plug it in, put something over, and you're good to go. Yeah, so I bought a couple of these spinners, so you can attach it to that, but these only work if you have the window seat. I thought they would work maybe even on the flight, the seat ahead of me, so that she can play, but only if you have the window seat. So, but these were pretty cool for distracting her. So attach it to the window and she can spin and she can do this. It was a pretty good toy for her to get distracted during the plane. But one thing that I did not prepare for, I had asked a few people what to do with the cabin pressure when the plane is landing, and people were telling me, oh yeah, put her on the breast, she can breastfeed, or give her a bottle. But what if she doesn't want to? Because for her, she was full, she didn't want to go on the boob, she didn't want the bottle, and she cried, and I didn't know what to do. She cried a lot during the landing, the first flight. Oh my gosh, her ears were popping a bit, mine were popping, so I was in pain, she was in pain, and she was crying, and I ended up crying, and Dad was like trying to console both of us. It was just not good. So if there's anything, and we had also bought the earplugs, but they didn't, her ears were too small for them to go in, and mine, it didn't work for some reason. Oh my God. So if you know what to do with the cabin pressure that is not giving her the bottle, putting her on the breast for babies, please let me know, because I want to avoid that happening ever again, because it was just not a good scenario. She was in so much pain, and I couldn't stand seeing her cry like that. But yeah, if you're able to get up and walk around, that's good. That helps with the baby sleeping. And if you have the bassinet seat, you're probably right next to where there's like a little alley, so you can take your baby and, you know, console them, put them to sleep over there. I think she really enjoyed like walking around when there was no turbulence, and yeah, the rest of the flight was good. The food was not great for us, you know, but you know, plain food is not good. But for the baby, at least she was able to breastfeed and drink the milk, or you know, play for entertainment. If your baby is a bit big, look for more entertainment. If they walk, then it's more more managing them as well. But if it's a small baby like Lilia is 6 months old, then you should be able to do well if you have the bassinet seat. Okay, let me think, did I forget anything else? I don't think so. So if there's any questions you have about flying with a baby, please let me know. If there's something that we have experienced, I can share as well. If not, I hope you have a good flight. If you're thinking of flying to Rwanda, here they would even, like, if you have a baby, they would pass you over on the lines. I was like, okay, thank you. You know, so we don't have to wait much with a baby. Yeah, so it was pretty seamless. By the time we had the second flight, because of the crying on the first flight, I did not take no videos. I was just over it because of the running and the transferring. So please, again, if you forget anything, allow enough layover time between your flights, and you will be thankful that you did that. And also make sure you do not carry a lot of stuff up there with you, because it's going to be a nightmare. And hopefully you have a partner or someone that you're flying with, because if you're flying solo, I can see how a lot that can be. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. If I remember something else, I'm going to add it on. But thank you for watching the video. I hope you subscribe, or you are subscribed already. Thank you. And comment and like and share this video with anyone you know that is going to fly with a baby. And we'll see you in another one. Bye bye. Thanks.